And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew of the expedition decided to take a small group, a surgical strike, one might say, towards the center of the storm,
There we go.
the eye, as it was, where they found a dragon ogre Shoggoth, mighty in its antiquity and wrath, as well as a small horde of its lessers, and of course, a former Night Panther, now part of the Eyes of Change, captain turned sorcerer that had bound this Shoggoth to its will. Who knows where he found it? Somewhere out here in the Grand Desert, perhaps sleeping in a literal mountain. But regardless of all of that current situation, the crew decided to set an ambush to try to quickly disperse this horde, drawing the sorcerer lord towards them as a very peacockish display of magic was put on by Luther Steinhauer, allowing Wolfram to take his shot from the grassy knoll, killing the sorcerer in a single shot, blowing his head from his body, and untethering the Shoggoth, who then went on a violent rampage around itself. Indiscriminate in its butchery, cleaving through its what should have been allies that weren't necessarily so, but also putting you in a precarious position as the storm embroiled around it, its axe flying henceforth, and you fled as best you could. All the while gunning down rat ogres chasing you, or excuse me, rat ogres, dragon ogres chasing you, ending in a cheerleader pyramid of man-eater flesh as Nog bellowed out, scaring, putting the remaining dragon ogres to rout and securing your safety as you retreated back to the caravan of the expedition. As you arrive, the storm, as you were almost about to arrive, the rain begins to stop, and you're just riding through. The sun is bright as ever during the day, and the ground is rapidly heating up, cooling. Well, not cooling, rapidly heating up, rapidly drying, as it appears that the storm is no longer is moving away from the expedition. As you make it to the caravan, Nazaro is waiting with the cannon, all of the Hellblaster Volligans pointed in the direction. As he sees all of you riding, he's like, "Hold your fire! Hold your fire!" As you approach, he says, "I do not know what you did, Luther, but whatever it was, it must have been good."
Keep at the ready. We do not know if they will follow us still.
Of course. You wait a few moments, and you do in fact see two small groups, I should say small groups, two of the smaller regiments of dragon ogres beginning to charge in your direction. A pitiful force compared to what should have been put against you.
Was it all dragon ogres, or were the other like
There
chaos
were
guys there
there
too?
were there were like lesser cultists and
Okay,
whatnot, but it
they're all
appears that
none
none
survived
of them have either survived. They either
or
did
made
not
it
survive or they just
scattered.
are scattered to the winds.
Okay. All right.
Two groups of dragon ogres are charging towards you. Nazaro looks and says, "We could use some target practice."
It's a good opportunity to test the new weaponry.
Um, Wolfram, would you care to take a shot?
I would. Perhaps Lucer can do some more parlor tricks like he did to distract the enemy as I slew it. So,
So Wolfram tries to boast about his martial prowess. He climbs aboard one of the nearest war wagons.
probably fall right off too.
The gunner steps aside differentially to you, Wolfram.
You salute me. That's I'm captain now.
Sure. Gives you a
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Sir,
Makes you feel big inside.
it's already sighted in, sir.
All right. Where are we sighted at? Just in the are we is it a target? Are we just
Sighted in the direction of the charging dragon ogres. Yes.
all right, let's take a shot.
All right. You need to make a ranged engineering shot.
Okay. So I did put more into that, so fingers crossed. I don't want to die.
This has been pre-aimed, you have a +20 to the roll.
Oh, that's convenient because let me see, I got a 5, a plus
Okay.
20 to that, so -15. That is, let's see, do some math here. 8 levels of success.
Okay. A level of success. Let's make a note of that first. We have to make notes of this because you can
Each
keep
spell
going.
changes, right?
Yep. All right. So now,
Well,
if you like, you can make another shot at
let's
-10.
let's do one because it's like it's 3 of 3, so let's do one group of 3 just to test it out here. All right, we'll do another shot. I hope I didn't blow my load all on that one right there. So there's still a plus 20 on this, but a -10, so it's a
So
plus 10.
you're at a +10 right now.
Okay. It's still that'll still work plus 10, so that is a 1 level of success.
One level of success. So one level of
Yeah.
success. Do you want to shoot the next gun? So that's 2. You have 7 more.
Okay. This gun. So you mean the next barrel?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll shoot.
They're each shot individually. You take a
Okay.
progressive -10 each
Well, you said
shot.
gun, so like there's each gun has
Each.
multiple barrels.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's push it and roll one more barrel here.
All right. Now this is going to be a flat roll.
Hmm. Okay, and that is 3 levels of success.
3 levels of success.
Yeah.
All right. Would you care to shoot the 4th barrel?
Sorry, it looks sighted well. I think we're ready for when we get into the thick of it. No, we're gonna stop.
Cut it
We're
off
gonna
at
push our
3.
luck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boom,
I
boom,
know when the deal
boom.
is about to hit.
3 shots go off. This is just from your Hellblaster. Striking true. Let's see how much damage this is going to be. So the initial shot is going to be
18.
no, it's more than that. So it's the first shot was 23 points of damage on 23 wounds.
And blast of 2.
Yeah, the second shot is going to be 13 wounds, and the third shot is going to be 14. So each shot raining death upon them. It's going to annihilate the first group of dragon ogres, as you are sighted very, very true. There's just the weaponry, each shot hitting dead mass in the charging dragon ogres. The first small group of them just utterly destroyed completely. At their destruction, the other volley guns are asking permission to open up, if you would allow. On the remaining
my hand
group.
up. Fire!
Fire! The other ones open up. I'm gonna roll for them. Okay, that's 4 hits. Damn it, I'm rolling well. From the last gun, at 2. 2 hits and 2 misses, but no misfires. So no misfires all around, but between that's a lot of damage coming in. The final group is also destroyed utterly and entirely at extreme range before they could ever get anywhere close to the caravan. And combat is over before it started once again. So there we go. Clap, it's great, guys. It's great.
Yeah, but I'll show you guys how it's really
It's fine. It's fine. I made these stat blocks. It's fine. Did I custom make dragon ogres and a Shoggoth? Yes, I did. Are we ever going to see them?
We're grateful. No. The viewers are grateful, bro.
They sounded intimidating.
We're not gonna.
We got a really good look at them, bro.
I'm still scared of them.
You know, I didn't want to get too close.
Sufficiently terrified.
You're not gonna have to get too close to them because they're dead. Well, as the two cavalry groups try to move up, Henry, posing him and his knights ready to intercept if necessary. Not going to need to, as they're blown to pieces. Pieces of dragon over scattered across the now heating up sands. They're very primitive, but not so primitive weapons. Look like they're like ancient, not necessarily ancient, but just not very well taken of chaotic manufactured weapons from who knows how long ago. Scattered across the sands, parts everywhere.
Damn.
And that's it. They're all dead.
They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Is this food suffice for Nog to...
Oh yes, increases
Nog
power by eating some dragon.
Nog could eat.
And his man-eaters.
Yeah.
You bring your
I know
gotta
he
eat.
We bring
Nog
some
has
back.
that
Nog
cooking
comes
belt,
out.
Nog comes up to some of the
He's got his butcher's belt.
He does. He has a butcher's belt.
Butcher's belt to have my meat cleaver.
Are you gonna grab some dragon ogre meat, Nog?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We gotta take some back to the boys.
Okay. You grab
with the 7 we left.
Why don't you, just to see if you can store some for later?
Okay.
Nog,
What do you need?
why don't you give me a cooking roll?
Cooking roll. All right. Get my bonus from my pally here. Hold on.
Roy gives you a
Cooking
success
roll.
level.
That's good because that is a dead even success with Rory's help.
Okay, with
I think you actually get another success level from the because remember you took a talent that you wanted to be better with your equipment when we're doing endeavors, and there's a talent that basically kind of lets you be more of that. And I think it's an additional success level on that too.
You would be.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah. No, I
So
remember that.
That gives it
Okay.
a one success then.
Yeah. So 1 degree of success with that Nog, that will put you at harvesting you were able to keep a single use of the dragon ogre flesh for use in battle. You were able to salt it, prepare it, keep it, while
So that's part of my belt.
That'll be part of your belt. You can use it. Dragon ogre meat. You're easily able to harvest, and your man eaters are some of them are a little. They don't really care if it's cooked. They just begin eating the raw meat as they get there. It's like,
They don't have a Rory. They don't know.
There's plenty. There was like 20 dragon ogres here. Plenty of meat to go around.
Now.
They're all the size of you, so everybody's full. What you will find out, Nog, is as you harvest the meat, you take a bite. And you feel a burning sensation in your throat.
Oh yeah, the fire belly.
And then you kind of like cough a little bit, and as you do, lightning erupts from your mouth. For about 15 feet and a cone ahead of you.
Well, that's a new one on me, Rory. Oh,
Like shocks outwards.
Just get more and more like Mr. Luther every day. Fire coming right out my mouth.
Okay. Roy says, "Oh, that was a little different, Master Nog. If you perhaps we should keep some of that for later, sir."
We'll keep as much as we can. We pack it away.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. I'll see what I can do. As Nog finishes collecting his ill-gotten goods, the rest of the caravan's finally picked up the volley guns, restowed properly, They kind of have like a fixed position whenever the wagon's moving, just for traveling purposes. They can be. I will say, the volley guns can be shot while moving. They just have a severe penalty to it while they're in the war wagon. When they become a full mounted system whenever they stop, and you can just kind of put out the little struts and keep it stable and not moving. Regardless, though, everything's stowed properly. You begin to head on your way. Only Luther knows where. As you begin to make camp once again, Luther, going over your maps, you would notice that as you're looking at the map of what Magister Krieger had left, the diary that you had gone over, you notice that the destination from the tattered memoirs, they're lining up with a place to your northeast, or to the northeast of Sudenburg in the Land of the Dead. As you're looking at it, you bring up a map of Araby and what's been scouted in this region. And you notice that there is a focal point to both maps. It looks like your destination is in some kind of long forgotten dead city. You see the marks of ruins on the map. Should you wish to know more detail, you'll need to make me a Lore Nehekara roll.
Wow. Lore Nehekara. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway.
Session.
What have you been doing, bro?
I know. I didn't know there was Lore Nehekara, so...
Nehekara?
Nehekara. Let's see. But yeah, I don't have that specific lore.
Just give me a lore roll then.
Lore roll? Okay. Wait, forget. That's a 2.
Oh my god! What is going on right now?
So that's 5 lone success.
How? How
Perhaps
is this happening?
I'm well versed in the Kimrian lore.
Yes.
My studies with the College of Light.
Perhaps there are some books from the indeed sourced from the College of Light, the College of Hish. As you are perusing you're rediscovering books in your new library, and some of the markings do in fact detail the ancient empire of Nehekara.
No, Berta, that one over there.
Yeah, yes, sir. Of course. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Berta.
You see, she still hasn't cleaned her robes. There's a footprint on her back, muddied, that is just dried there. Got the soot around it. She brings you the book. You begin to look it over, and it details a city, an ancient city ruin known as Bagar. Bhagar. Supposedly a city of devout worship to Sar, the faceless god of the desert wind.
All right. God. Interesting. Do I know much about Zar, the faceless god of the desert wind?
That would be a little more available because a lot of the what you know of as the Nehekaran deities are also worshipped by many of the Arabians in some fashion.
Okay.
Um, Khazar would have been a more prevalent one because he's supposed to represent the wind blowing throughout the desert, like the
Mm-hmm.
storm, the all-seeing, all-knowing wind.
Mm.
And you would have actually found out quite a bit about Khazar from the Desert Wind tribe that you traveled with at the beginning of your journey.
Okay.
The nomads, in fact, had a kinship with this deity. They would pray to him occasionally,
Okay.
and you would know that they mentioned that there was a protected city that was supposed to be sacred to Khazar and his followers, though it had been lost to time and was within the lands of the dead where no mortal should tread lightly.
Uh, yes. I will, Silo, my tea, please.
Oh, of course, sir, of course. You hear him jingling, like his pouch jingling as he approaches.
Oh,
Would you, Earl Grey, sir?
of course.
Yes, indeed. Where did I put it down? Damn it.
In my hand.
That's it. Here, sir.
Brother.
Here. He rapidly, it's kind of shaking as he hands you your
Oh,
your
thank
cup.
you. Ava, I have found something very interesting. I must inform the rest of the leadership of the expedition.
Of course, sir.
Both.
Of course.
You both have served me well. Take the next hour off.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
So generous.
Thank you.
I would like you to know that I will be taking my hour off organizing your robes and cleaning them to their fullest. Says
This is,
Bertha.
Bertha. Thank you, Bertha. You're number one right now.
You watch Stylo kind of glares at her for a moment.
Bertha. Yeah. Come, Ignis. It's time we leave.
He trundles up to you. As you step out of the
Magical door.
your magical abode, breathing the smoke as you pass through Ignis there. He hunches down so you can climb aboard. And walks you through the camp.
I will convene the council.
The council shall convene. All of you. As you all meet in Nazaro's large command tent that is pitched, and I will say this is probably camping for the night. What is, did you find something out, Luther? Are we in trouble, or?
I believe I have found our destination.
Oh, it was in question. I thought you knew where we were going this whole time.
Well, I had a good sense, but now I know for sure. As I roll out the map, I believe we are headed to Hagar.
This is some kind of ruin.
It is a temple to one of the gods of this land. God of the wind.
Did you say temple or a city?
A city with a temple there, ruined, in honor of their god.
All right, so we are looking for a temple in said city.
Yes.
Okay, we can do this. This is doable. Yeah, I'm assuming you know what to look for.
You'll know when I get there. As I
How far do you think we have?
do I know?
You point it out of the map, and he takes the time to look at it. Assuming that the terrain is still accurate, we're probably looking at 2-3 weeks, maybe.
Not too shabby. Well, I expect everyone to keep this hush-hush, only within this tent. Don't want any leaks coming out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should make our way to Bagar.
Indeed, we should, friend. This sounds like it'll be a jolly old time.
Of course, Master Aldebrand.
You've done so well, Luther. I'm going to give you an astounding recommendation to the college when we head back.
Means the world coming from you, Master Aldebrand.
You are a treasure, a true flame within our college.
You have been somewhat of an inspiration yourself, Master Aldebrand.
Of course. How could I not be?
A wise and sage, truly. A power like no one else.
With you, that is enough. Fanning my embers, Luther. I will be taking my rest at this point.
Of course.
Good day to the rest of you, and I look forward to our journey. As he steps out, Mazzaro kind of looks at you.
I immediately go over to Lucian. Lucian, would you mind following Master Aldebrand for me?
Been gathering intelligence for you.
Yes.
Lucian, you sneak out after Magister Aldebrand? Okay. Let's see about the rest of you before anything else happens. Nog, Henry, Wolfram. What are you guys doing while this is happening?
Henry will be spending time with his men, as a good commander always should.
Always should.
Helping them out
Nog
with
would do the
various
same.
tasks.
I feel like the two fellas that went with me would be telling the other fellas about how intimidating I was. I'd like them, and Rory there to sprinkle in some embellishments along the way.
Yeah. Really praise those laurels there. Yes.
Well, yeah, because Nog did essentially stare down dragon ogres and cause them to run away.
It did. It happened. We all witnessed it.
That's what we'd be doing as I parceling out their meat to them. I am magnanimous as I am. I'm handing them as Rory tells the story.
It's true. And as is so important, food being such an important factor of the ogre culture.
It's me taking care of my men.
Almost like a father figure, Nog.
I told you,
they all
boys.
look up to you.
That's right.
All of them and their weird cuts of clothes and
we're gonna get you guys
strange weapons.
A gut in every belly or something like that. They don't care.
They don't care. As long as they're eating good, they could care less.
I mean, I've got the fine leadership examples of Luther and Henry.
Exactly.
Well, as I watched Luther walk off with Magister Aldebrand, is that who's?
Lucian began to trail Magister Aldebrand.
Where's Luther?
He's in the main tent.
He's still in the main tent.
Okay, where's as he's in there, I'm hey, is it Berta? Is that your name? I don't know if you heard me. I'm a Wolfram. I know you've heard of me, but did you see how I handled my big gun here? How I took out that sorcerer? I get a little closer.
Berta has come back, and she's bringing a fresh robe for Luther to
he doesn't need that. Don't let that guy walk all over you. I mean, literally, look at your backside.
Thank you, Berta.
And completely Wait, I'm sorry. Is Luther seeing me talking to Berta?
Well, if
Of
he
course
brought
it
me a
does.
robe, I'd say thank you, Butter.
Before she brought you the robe, I've stopped her to
Oh, okay.
Intercepted.
chat with
Intercepted.
her. Intercepted, it's a good way. Harass is
Uh,
another way to say it. I mean,
I must bring this to Magister Luther.
I
If you
can
would
wait like the pompous
pardon.
ass. I mean, you should get yourself a real
Oh,
man. I mean, someone who knows really how to take care of
yeah.
the ladies, really shoots to the point.
Oh,
Mm.
he is a real man, I'll have you know, sir. A champion of the
Oh,
colleges of magic.
I don't know what fits he's been telling you, but there's one champion here, and you're talking to him. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, if you got to get going, I'll let you get going. But
You are a
why don't you
detestable
wink,
human
wink, come on
being.
my. I sure am. You've heard of me after all. So, but just remember my tent's over there, and then
Oh, I'll
mosey
remember
on to
which
find
tent you
some.
have as she holds up her hand and
Oh, she knows what tent I have.
a flicker of
She's been checking up
flame
on me already.
bounces up out of her
Oh,
fingertips. She says, I'll make sure to remember which tent you lay in.
oh. Slap is always open for you.
Good day, sir.
Days.
I'm gonna go find some penal colony guys to drink with. No, I mean you made the character. You know it's gonna have to play this. So.
As she slides into Luther's tent, or to the command tent. I'm sorry I'm late, sir. This ruffian with a rifle accosted me on my way in here.
I see. You've met Wolfram.
He, he stinks of something.
Peasantry? Yes, I know.
It smells worse than that. It's like something rotten.
Poor
I mean-
peasantry.
I may have threatened to burn his tent down, so I apologize if that was.
I understand. He has that effect on people.
He likes it hot.
I have noticed some strange things about Wolfram as well.
His eyes were most disturbing, sir.
He does have a sickly pallor to him lately, doesn't he?
I do
I
not
could've
wish
sworn-
to speak ill of one of your companions.
Of course, he is. We are best of friends.
Nazaro is looking at you because you guys are still sitting at like the map table.
Yeah.
Is this it? What the bullshit is this? What is happening? I thought you hate him.
I cherish all my friends equally. Has anyone noticed anything about his hand? Is it just me? It's always wrapped. I feel like it should have healed by now.
I mean, it's not. He probably has like some kind of strange venereal disease or something. It's there is no telling. The
That'd be a
man
true
gets
statement right
around.
there, unfortunately.
Is it a style choice?
I doubt this. I guarantee that hand is disgusting. I would not care to look at it. The way it is bandaged, and who knows what he does with it. I'd rather not think about it. Okay. Well, I'll be honest with you, Luther. Most of my men are not exactly, the pinnacle of health and, grace in normal society. They kill people. It's a thing.
Yes. You have a type, Nazaro. I will.
I cannot disagree.
I need to catch up with Lucy.
Now, if a young apprentice would care to, dine with a real man, a man of culture and warmth, my tent is always open.
Berta,
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes.
do what you will. Don't let it affect your studies, though. And I will march off in search of Lucian.
Just of Lucien.
At
Lucien.
this point, Henry walks into the room, shirtless.
Shirtless.
Like,
He's been working out. He's been working out.
A bucket of water.
It's hot out there.
So hot.
Picture like slowly got a sweat. Like, yeah, hold on. Can you hold this for me?
Everyone loves Berta, you know.
Did we ever get a description of Berta?
She was a comely, bland-ish woman.
Yes, very
I mean,
bland.
she's
At one point, you might have said
very
gnarled.
bland. gnarled a little bit.
I pictured middle-aged. So
Middle-aged, middle-aged,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Do you mean comely or homely?
Oh, you mean
Homely,
He
homely?
means
homely,
homely, not
Comely
comely.
means
I
beautiful.
hear you.
Yeah, comely means beautiful. Yeah.
I apologize. I
Oh,
misspoke.
okay.
Yeah.
Homely.
I inferred that from
Homely.
the other description after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Something about you. Something about you, Berta.
So she's got this
something
raw
about you.
charisma.
Something about her. As Henry walks in shirtless, looks like he's been doing some training. She looks towards Henry, blushes a little bit. his raw, muscled physique toned as shit.
What is happening? Nog, you wanna
Look
give it a
at
go?
him.
I mean,
You know,
that's
Nogs would come in. Ah! I feel like Nog is not a
if it's
sexual
homely
being,
to
if we're
everyone
being
else,
honest.
it's probably
Yeah,
homely
no,
for
no.
Nog.
I mean, let's be honest. Nog is probably
not a
not
man of
super
discerning
sexual
taste.
with humans, at least.
No,
cute choice.
you know, yeah, food.
Mostly
food.
I mean, I guess some people would be into
I
that.
don't even know where new ogres come from, honestly.
I don't really either. So
Yeah, I neither.
I don't think
It's a
anybody in the
mystery.
group
It's a
wants to find
mystery.
out.
It's a mystery.
Maybe some
Now,
viewers know.
Did Nog sire some new ogres that the previous camp you're at? Probably.
Probably.
oh, okay. All right.
So,
Probably
yeah.
a whole lot of little Nogs out there nogging around.
So, Lucien.
Hunter, come along. Oh, sorry.
Lucien is following Aldebrand. Why don't you give me a stealth roll, Lucien?
That's
not
fail.
good.
I'm
It's
going
not
to
good,
reroll
Lucien.
that.
Gonna go and re-roll it? Okay.
Yeah, I got my one reroll.
Let's see what you got.
Still a fail.
Still a fail? By how much?
One single degree of failure.
One degree of failure. Okay, let's see. All right. Aldebrand is moving through the camp. It looks like he's heading in the direction of his normal tent setup that he has, Lucien. As you're kind of looking, he talks to a few people. He stops at one of the Penal Legion kind of encampments. Talks to one of the acolytes there. Then he moves on. And you watch him go to his tent. And it looks like he's about to look in your direction. And when he goes to do so, you suddenly hear a loud, an elevated female voice telling somebody that they are uncouth and unworthy of their times and affection and threatening to burn down their tent. And Aldebrand is distracted for a moment and looks away. The young ones. And he ducks into the tent.
Do you hear how she plays hard to get?
As Lucien, as you see that he is oblivious to you following him. You manage to get up to the tent itself, and as you look in, you see that he is currently looking down at what looks like a small fire that's been built in the center of his tent. And there is smoke. It begins to change color. It goes from like a whitish color to a blackish color, and then it goes to almost like a bluish color. It begins to change, and then it begins to form a shape. It takes on the visage of like the outlines of a human face. No detail, just like the shape of a head, right? And as he's talking, it is, I believe we have found a location. It will be in Bagar.
So I wouldn't
face.
recognize the face.
It's just like humanoid shape.
Okay. Yeah, I would. I've seen enough.
Okay, as you begin to tilt
gonna-
back,
Sneakily creep away.
you begin to creep away.
Right for Luther's quarters.
Lucien is making his way straight to Luther's quarters. As you are approaching Luther's quarters, we snap away to a different individual. Wolfram. Alone in his tent.
I'm not completely alone. I've got my friends. I mean, we're always chatting when no one's around.
Always chatting,
Unwrapped.
indeed.
Yeah.
Unwrapped,
Yeah, I think she
talking,
really likes
talking to
me.
him.
Yeah, that's what they all do at first.
It just chops and chops. His teeth chattering together. As you gaze at your, friendly appendage, you feel a cold, like across your neck, a sensation, and you hear a voice. Come to the edge of the camp now.
Oh, I better investigate. Just, I will grab my gear. Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if Luther's out there. I might have to shoot him. So I will exit my tent and where?
Yeah. You kind of wrap your hands. There's no response, but you making your way to the edge of the camp.
Kind of intuitively, just like, oh, it seems like this is the right direction.
Sure.
Okay.
You kind of begin to move to the outskirts, kind of like chatting on your way there. Make it to the outside. I don't know, perhaps you're pretending you got to go take a piss somewhere. Drop a fat deuce.
I'm going to drain the dragon over, you know?
Draining the dragon. As Wolfram moves out kind of a little bit past the sentries, you see a silhouetted shape. It rises up. It starts off just like, it looks like a cloak sitting on the sand. And then it begins to form and move upwards and upwards and upwards until standing before you is what appears to be a short, handsome, and lethal gentleman. The Lord wishes to know,
finery, perhaps?
Perhaps in Bretonnian garb, indeed. The Lord wishes to know if you have any information to share.
Oh, I can tell you what I've learned already. We faced some of our own party originally, but one of the knights who turned into a sorcerer of some sort who flew around on a metal disc. I flew him. It was easy. No big deal for a man of my caliber. But we are going to Azar. Is that the name of the place?
Sure, whatever you say.
No, I wasn't in the tent though.
Yeah, you were.
Okay. All right. Well, all right, man. I get still messed up. I believe it's Azar or Agar, someplace that. I'm sorry. So there was this new apprentice who was just. She was coming on to me, and I was trying to get her to leave me alone. And I didn't listen closely. I apologize. You know how it is, but there's a place, either a temple in a city or a city with a temple. But
Bragadine is going to slap you as hard as he can across the face.
Ouch.
It's not gonna feel good.
No,
I'm assuming you're gonna dodge.
I can try. Yeah.
See, let's go ahead and give you a dodge roll against
We're gonna have a little
Bragadine.
dick measuring contest here. Sounds like. Let me see if I can dodge from Bragadine. All right. That's one level of success.
He gets one level of success on his slap. As he goes, ah! At the last second, you kind of pull away. How dare you! You get back here and let me slap you properly!
I won't come back unless you stop slapping me.
This is ridiculous! You petulant child! Do you know who I am?
Well, you're acting like a child yourself. You look like a child. Look how
I
small
am
you are.
Lord Bragadine Banau! As he begins to scream out words.
I mean, I'll come back. Quiet, quiet. You don't want them to hear us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, of course. Of course.
Kill him, Wolfram. Kill your old character, Wolfram. Do it.
No. No.
Bragadine begins to calm himself. Yes, yeah, very well. Keep them busy. We will call on you when the time is right.
Okay.
Our master wishes to wait them out. Do not let them know we are approaching. I wish to see if the expedition fares well against Satep and his minions.
But you do not want them to know this, right?
No, don't say anything. Just be careful, Wolfram. Your value is only so much for now. Keep
Like, why
safe.
you such a small man?
How dare you!
I jump back. I jump out of the way.
He draws his
He's got little
sword this
arms and
time.
they hit- Yeah.
He draws
Oh,
his
shit.
sword. As he begins to scream out.
Draw a
People,
pistol, I'm like,
you hear people are coming. Yeah. Wolfram, is everything okay? You hear people rushing
"It's
your
under
direction.
control."
He immediately. We'll settle this later, Wolfram. I'll drain every drop of blood from your sorry sack excuse of a fucking body. As he sheathes his blade and turns and sprints out to the darkness.
Wee wee.
That's the, I'm muttering to myself, look, another one I've frightened off. Everyone fears me now.
Several men
Hello.
that were on watch approach you from behind Wolfram. We heard a shouted voice. Sir, who was that?
No, it's, when I piss, it burns like fire. I was just screaming in pain.
There's two men here, Wolfram. Well, we need to report this. There was definitely someone here. Look, there's tracks in the dirt.
Are you questioning the superior officer? Because it sounds like you are.
I feel like we should
Perhaps
report
we should
this.
march back and talk to the marshal and see what we need to do about discipline.
We have to report this, sir.
Before we do, perhaps we should. You know what? You know what? I think he went that way. Let's see if we can't find him out here in the desert. A quick jaunt. Let's see if we can just see him over that rise.
All right. Come, Timothy. Let's scout this out. As the two of them pass in front
You
of
go
you.
ahead. I'm right behind you.
And you fall in behind them, Wolfram, as they begin to walk out in the direction of the speedy trail. After a few moments, more than a few moments, probably 10 or 15 minutes, it seems to end here.
Yes, just right under earshot, right over there.
They're
You know what
looking
I'm gonna
around.
do.
What are you gonna do, Wolfram?
At this point, they're looking around, and I'm going to shoot one in the back of the head, and then I'm going to use my dual wield to shoot the other one in the back of the head.
Wolfram draws both pistols. Go ahead and make two shots, Wolfram. Let's see what you got.
All right, let me see here. There's a lot of bonuses on this too. All right, so the 78. What have I got? So it would have been 105. So it would have been 2 levels of success for the first shot.
Uh-huh.
So 12 plus 2. That would have been 14 wounds, I believe.
Yep. What about the second shot, Wolfram?
Okay, the second shot is going to have a negative 10% because of its dual wield.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? 39, so 40.
I think it's still pretty good.
And that's like 5 levels of success or 6 levels of success, yeah.
Okay.
So that's like 20 20 wounds on that one.
The first shot peels away the back of the man's like helmet that he's wearing, like his armored helmet. Let's say, and you see blood kind of explode everywhere as he hunches down. The second man turns and takes one in the forehead. Just blow it. He's instantly dead. The first one is still alive. See, he looks up at you. Sir! He begins to struggle with his sword at his belt, Wolfram.
That's really unfortunate for him. I'm gonna take my repeater, and we're gonna have to use one of those bullets, I guess. So I want to make sure this is done right. I don't want to risk it with just my little dagger. So
Wolfram quickly draws his repeater pistol
I remove his head
and
from his corpse
blows
in
his
like
head
a
off.
bloody
5. He
Yeah,
just goes,
8 levels of success.
"Ah."
I
Pink
can't believe I
misted.
just went full blown murder of my own people. I really crossed the line tonight. I just want to
That
know.
is,
I feel kind of weird.
as 2 of the sentries lie dead at Wolfram's feet, blood coagulating around him.
Better than me.
Wolfram, you look down at the fresh blood. It smells good.
I'm kind of hungry too, man. I feel famished. I want to reach down. I'll tell you what. I'm going to reach down. We're kind of get down on a knee, and I'm just going to take some things. I want to.
Take
It feels like a little dip in the blood and just
a dab.
a little taste.
Just a little paste as you kind of.
Is it good, bro?
It is good. It's very
It's like
good.
sweet and salty at the same time.
Oh man, it tastes almost like a fine wine, Wolfram. You
The
feel
way I could get down and drink a little bit more, perhaps.
You feel invigorated. Do you drink more?
I do. I mean, when in Rome.
You reach down and you begin to sup the freshly pulsating blood out of the man's head wound. As you do, you will undergo a change, Wolfram. By the time you're done drinking, you have elongated fangs in your mouth.
Yes.
Oh. Vigor, strength, speed. You can upgrade your physical talents, your physical characteristics by 5.
Wait, what?
All of your physical attributes, you can upgrade them by 5.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I was just trying to cover my tracks, bro, but you apparently gonna make me a fan brother work here. That's fine. Bragging's gonna fucking suffer when I see him again. I'll tell you that. That shit to me. That's good. Okay. When I'm done, can I kick sand over the bodies?
Sure.
Or, you know what? We'll leave them there. Wait, because I'm almost done. The head's exploded, so there's no like bullet entry
No.
hole, is there?
No, there isn't.
Okay, we don't need to worry about anything. Good. There we go. Well, I'm gonna skip back to the camp. Maybe see if Bert is around. So I'm gonna head back to my tent.
Looking around, his pallor a little more deathly than
Rosy
it was before.
cheeks.
Yes. Lucien, on your way to finding Luther. Lucien, give me a perception check, please. Am I going to say this is important? Probably. Critical success, Lucien. As you're walking back to talk to Luther, Lucien, you see Wolfram pass by. And as you look at him, you notice that that there are speckles of blood across his coat on his right side. Fresh. You just see it with a critical success. You see it at a glance. And it's right as you're about to push your way into Luther's tent, and Wolfram is gone in an instant. On his way through the camp, heading towards whatever nefarious deeds he's up to these days.
that to be a problem for later. I'm
You
gonna
duck in.
go. Yeah, I'm going to Luther's tent.
Okay, going into Luther's tent. As you do, Luther, what are you doing in your tent?
Currently reading as much as I can on Bakar, Kimbrian in general. But yes, studying. I'm assuming Tylo is rustling me up some dinner.
With Lucian's critical success, he would have also seen Thylo at a group of nearby penal colony legionnaire people gambling quite a bit.
Where's Tylo? I'm embarrassed.
Free to tell him if you'd like, Lucian.
Lucian, my friend, good to see you. Come, warm yourself by the fire.
It's a task you assigned me.
Yes.
I have bad news. We have a leak.
You saw Aldebaran communicating with someone?
Yes, he stooped by his fire and conjured blue flame. It took the shape of a head. I could not see whose, but he informed this person where we are going.
Would the color of the fire mean anything to me, DM?
That's unusual color for Akshi.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a lot of blue flame.
Yep. That is insulting. How long has Aldebaran been a
Magister?
magister?
Far longer than you.
I assumed. I just didn't know.
He has been in the colleges of magics for a long time. He would be one of the senior magisters.
Mm-hmm. Is he Pyromancer Lord rank?
He would be a Pyromancer Lord.
It's very troubling.
And as if that weren't enough, with everything else we know about Wolfram, or suspect with near 100% certainty, I just brushed against him, coming back to his tent with fresh blood on his lapel. He did not seem wounded. I can only suspect that he's been at some foul play. Again, who knows what.
There is something very troubling about Wolfram. Every time I have a vision, he is there doing something menacing. Every time I get a close glance at his person, something is off. Whether it be an object, himself. Well, it is just you and I gathering intel on our compatriots. Wolfram is one thing. I don't know about his... You would know him better than I. But I am very confident if we try to take on Aldebaran, it's going to be a task. Did you hear... You did not hear the voice that he spoke to?
No, he simply informs as a figure, and that was all.
Well, it is very interesting, and perhaps we can use this to our advantage. If they do not know that we know, perhaps we can set a trap of some sort. There's a long way to Bagar. Perhaps we can come up with something along the way to ensnare them and prove their guilt. Hopefully both, but perhaps at least one.
Perhaps we could not only plant some false intelligence, but it seems such a delicate business accusing one of the senior magisters, foremost representatives of the empire, of such a crime. Perhaps we gather a witness to entrap Magister Aldebrand as proof that he is working against the purposes of the expedition.
Yes, those look nicely.
Do you know, does Aldebaran have apprentices?
Yes, he does.
Do you know anything about his apprentices? Are they loyal to a fault to the Magister, or
What I know.
Yeah, and they would be very. Don't
Very-
talk to anyone else outside of him. Mhm.
They are very. It appears to be very loyal to him. But often engage in conversation. Perhaps I can.
Have your food, sir. Have your food. Silo, from slipping in.
Where have you been?
I was rustling up your food, sir. It was the ogres. They're just going crazy by the kitchen. I get lost strapped for time. Here you go. I've got a plate. Chicken, wine.
Yes. Thank you. And for my guest, Lucian.
I have nothing, sir.
Disappointing, fellow. Very disappointing.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I'll place this here, and I will. You see, as this is all taking place.
Perception check.
Okay, make a perception check. Hope you fail miserably.
I hope I don't. 11, a critical success.
You see out of the corner of your eye, you see Berta smiling, just watching him squirm. And you see like a nod of her head, like yes.
Do I know that Thado is a degenerate gambler?
You probably suspect.
Can I tell that his
We're also
coin
getting that
purse
gold, bro.
is
his
larger
growing coin purse. Yes, you could tell that he's. Yes, for sure.
I take my.
I mean, if the person is drawing, wouldn't that mean he's a successful gambler?
He's successful.
He's successful. He's good at it. Have you been gambling again, Thado?
Yeah, don't stop. Not recently, no. You see sweat beating across his forehead.
Hello, we are as pyromancers. We are conditioned to thrive. Stressful,
Yes.
hot environments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, we are.
We represent the college in military matters.
Yes, sir.
You seem to be sweating, Thado.
Yeah.
A rarity amongst brethren.
It has been a trying day, sir. That is all.
Hello. I want to apologize to Monsieur Lucien for being a horrible host. Apologize.
I am sorry. I am sorry, sir, for being a horrible host.
I'm going to use my talent of frightening to ignite my hair aflame and my eyes aflame. And I am going to say, Philo, whoever lied to me again, you will learn what I can really do.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'll get you food right away. As he stumbles backwards, trips, falls. Oh!
Thank you, Thilo. I value you immensely.
Berta just smiling in the corner, polishing your staff.
All right. I apologize, Lucian. Please, have some of my food. But yes, we should try to ensnare one of the acolytes of Hildebrand. Berta, quit polishing my staff and get over here.
Of course, sir. Of course.
Do you converse with the apprentices of Magister Hildebrand?
Only when necessary.
Do you...
I'm devoted to you, sir, in all ways.
Yes. Do you have an opinion on them?
They are lessers than anyone in your service, sir.
Of course.
Philo is degenerate. He deserves. If anything, you should send him to Aldebrand.
Thank you.
I feel like that'd be a good place for him. He'd fit right in.
Yes, Berta, please.
I'm sorry. I apologize, sir.
Thank you, Roberta. That will be all.
Of course, sir. Would you wish for me to do it? Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Berta, thank you.
Sorry. She begins to gather some coal.
I worry about telling Nog of these possible traitors. He is sometimes rash and prone to fits of violence. He might just simply try to go eat Wolfram or Magister Aldebrand. That would be bad for him and us. And Henry, as a noble man, may not be best suited for subterfuge. It pains me, but we should perhaps leave him out as well. Nazaro, on the other hand, may have a talent for something like this. Perhaps he can give us some ideas of a witness we can find. I am not the best, most persuasive man, Lucian. I don't know if you are. I don't know if I could persuade one of his apprentices to come forward and implicate his master. The best person for the job was probably Wolfram, and there's problems with that. So I could try to scare them, but it's not my first instinct.
As you go back and forth for a while, contemplating your next move, we pan away from the tent. We see a figure, arms crossed, listening intently on the conversations within. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Is he an assassin? Bullshit, bro.
Better not be an assassin.
With the arms crossed.
I will say,
So
we will, so that we're going to have a viewer decision, of course, and So, with that heated session that we just went through, let's do favorite moments of the night. Let's start with Wolfram.
Oh man, I don't know. I think what we know, but I crossed the line tonight. I feel kind of uncomfortable about it, so I feel kind of weird. I'm gonna have to think about this like once we finish the session. But I don't know what you want me to do, man. I mean,
It's up
clearly
to
I
you.
hadn't talked to Braggadine, and I don't want to get found out. And I ordered those guys back.
Yeah,
They were gonna go tell, and
I'm gonna
I
tell.
mean,
You had to
it's
silence
gotta
them.
snitches get stitches, bros. 4 holes in the face. So that's what we did. I mean. And then you rewarded me with my evil behavior, so I don't even know what to do about that. So, yeah,
You're
I
not
was
quite
gonna
a
make a
vampire
joke
yet, but you're
about
getting there. You're getting
I
there.
was gonna really. I thought I was really enjoying Luther and his new apprentices and just that. I
Mhm.
was like, oh, it's gonna be pretty funny. Okay, I see how it's gonna go. And then it's just like I did what I always do, and I went full blown bad guy. So yeah, there you go, man. Got some soul searching to do in a few moments. So
I love
yeah,
it.
leave it at
I love
that.
it indeed. Let's go. Let's move on down to Henry. Favorite moments of the night, Henry.
I love Berta, whatever her
Berta.
name is.
And Berta.
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 I
That was Berta.
I need more scenes with her in them.
Mm.
With Berta and Dilo.
She might be like one of the best characters of this campaigin.
How
Definitely like a top three.
How
a
dare
top
you?
three NPC.
No, I vote for that too.
She's pretty good. That's all.
Let's slide on over to Lucien.
I really enjoyed how well we did in the first encounter of the evening.
Yes, yes, indeed.
I really like the description of the sorcerer, the eyeless face and the lolling tongue with all the eyes
The
on
eye
it.
was, yes, it was
Yes.
terrifying.
Disgusting.
That was really good. Too bad Wolfram shot him in the mouth.
Too bad.
Killed him instantly.
Yeah.
Found his weak spot. His glowing weak spot. True video game fashion. It happened.
True that.
Damn it. How about Luther? For most of the night, Luther.
I realized after I did it. I don't know if it was my favorite, but most consequential. I felt like I realized as I was doing it, I was like, I shouldn't have done this. And when I revealed the location of the ruins, I knew we had a leak, and I was like, especially since Aldebaran was there, I was like, oh. I assume Wolfram would be there no matter what, because I know I've got suspicions of him, but I don't have anything like 100% certain. It's just like
Nothing concrete yet.
there's a lot of circumstantial evidence when
A
it
lot of
comes
circumstantial
to
evidence.
It's
Yeah,
Yes,
like
indeed.
I had a rare steak, and then
Exactly.
jumped to conclusions,
It's
man.
it's like you keep on finding Wolfram next to dead bodies. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, man.
Those aren't burn marks on his face.
He fell on my gun.
That's right, he's telling me.
His head was like that when I got here.
Exactly.
There we go.
You're as shocked as I am.
I mean, Wolfram did save you, Luther. You're forgetting about this.
That's true. He did take the shot.
Yeah, he killed a man for you.
He
He's
did.
got a secret.
And then
with you.
immediately threatened you.
He did immediately threaten me later.
I don't remember that. I think you guys interpret his normal friendliness as threatening behavior, just because you guys are biased.
Gosh.
Yeah.
See that?
I'll fucking kill you if you tell anybody.
I do. I think maybe. I guess. My funniest part was. I thought the funniest part was when you gave the poor guard's name, Timothy. Here, go Timothy.
Timothy?
Timothy.
Pastor, real quick.
Exactly. Where we going, Mr. Wolfram?
Just over that rise.
Show that eyes over there.
Just let me
Anybody
hear
else see the end
Much
of the
Inside
film?
of my first adventure. Here we
Exactly.
go.
Exactly.
Just look at the flowers, both of you.
Exactly. Just look at the flowers.
Just look at the flowers. It's fucked up.
It was fucked up.
Oh, I just remember what the fuck you guys are talking about. That is fucked up. And very Wolfram too.
How
Just
about
fucking flowers.
how about Nog? You know, favorite moments of the
Oh,
night, Nog.
there's so many. There's so many. I I don't know about you fellas, but it'd be interesting if if there were some stat blocks or something we could play against. It just stuff keeps getting one shotted. I don't know.
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
Don't
It's
ask for
not.
that, man. Do you know what he's gonna
What?
do? See, this thing
No,
makes it so hard.
It's not fair.
The one shot for the big bad, that was a good moment. Unexpected.
Yes.
I just I didn't think that was way too
Neither did
surprising.
I. Okay.
Surprising.
Neither,
moment.
neither did the
Really
guy who
enjoyed
shot.
it.
So
Did
Did
I.
not.
He was in shock.
I really enjoyed Luther's Kamehameha charge up
Yeah.
as he was getting ready to
Didn't have
unleash, fiery hell. It was pretty cool. And Nog felling an entire line of dragon ogres without having to actually swing a club or fire a shot. Sheer intimidation and reputation.
Reputation, indeed. I will agree with that.
Not that he knows what a reputation is, but he's sure he's got one.
He's got one by now.
Yeah.
If
I
I
did like
Yes.
how Luther rolled like the 1 and then immediately a 99. I just thought
Yes, he
that
did.
cover the spectrum there was.
The balance
good.
in the
That's-
scale.
It's like,
That's
I
good.
love numbers. That's a good spectrum there.
It was good.
Yeah.
If I had a favorite moment, it was most certainly the greatest aspect of Wolfram leading the men out into the desert to get shot in the back of the head. So it was a pivotal moment for us together, and I felt like we grew in ways.
To be the,
I
I
loved
feel like
it.
we descended. I did.
I loved it.
Let's not forget, I literally drank their blood afterwards too.
Hey, you
It's
didn't
not
have
just
to do that.
murder.
You didn't have to do that.
Cannibalism.
You chose to.
So you did not force me to do that.
So it's what it is. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to all the things we have in store for our near future. It's looking good. We do have a viewer decision for the next episode. I'm not gonna say it's an important one, but maybe.
They're always important.
The viewer decision is the dagger or the hammer. Pick one of those, and we'll see what happens for the next session. I'm excited to see how this will all play out. And yeah, so I would like to say first off, thank you guys very much for watching. If you've made it this far in the campaign, especially because we're closing in on the end of the campaign here. And it is looking good, looking real good. We're on track. We got a lot of threads moving in at the very end here, so I'm excited to see how it all plays out. And yeah, so make sure, all of you out there, to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, leave us a comment down in the comment section. Vote in the viewer decisions. We enjoy reading them. I know I enjoy reading them. I know the rest of the crew does as well. And it will allow you to help affect the game in the future. The past one, we got the mountain, and what do you know? There was a Shoggoth, a mountain. Ah, he was there. It could have been something else, depending on if we would have voted a different way. So they do actually affect the game in various ways. And that's going to be that. So thank you guys very much for watching. Do make sure to check out also Dan. I've got links in the description to his social media experiences. And that is going to be it for us. So thank you guys very much for watching. I've been Joe Thick. This has been the Expedition of the Damned. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good day.